excess amount of eating of those vitamins, do not worry because your body will get rid of it anyway right away because it's dissolved into the water, so your body can get rid of it. We hardly see anyone who has excessive or toxicity of these kind of vitamins. But on the other hand, the fat-soluble vitamin is very important to your life if you want to be healthy. Vitamin A, D, E, K is very important because each vitamin has their own rules in your bodies. And if you excess amount, if you eat too much or you got the toxicity of this, it will cause some toxicity or toxifications in your bodies. So we would like to at least tell everyone that vitamins such as, especially the fat-soluble vitamin, that you have to be careful with it. Okay, just introduce a little bit about the B vitamin. The vitamin that is water-soluble vitamin is all the vitamin B's and vitamin C's. Okay, majority is B and C. B and C is very important. If you miss some of them, you probably get some symptoms. Okay, such as, just this to let you know that the vitamin B, like vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and folic acid. Folic acid is one kind of vitamin B, okay? Folic acid is vitamin B9. Okay, so for everyone's to know. All these vitamins are very important for your homocysteine cycles. This one will help you metabolize homocysteine into S-adenosyl methionine, which is the methyl donor universal methyl donors. It will give methyl group to all the substrate. And one of the substrate that very important in this cycle is the RNA and DNA. So that's why all the pregnant women and the kids, especially the pregnant women, need a lot of folic acid, B12 and B6 because of this. Okay, we have seen this a lot in the hospitals in the way back, but now because Thailand has many policies to deal with this, so we hardly see this in Thailand right now. It's called folate deficiencies. When the woman is pregnant and she has got not enough folic acid, we will see this baby coming up, which is, we call this spina bifida babies. Okay, and next is vitamin C. Now vitamin C has been fortified into many food. We supplement ourselves with vitamin C. Okay, because we probably have some idea that vitamin C aids with the wound healings and especially for collagen boosting. So that's why people want to get a good skin and look younger than their age. So that's why they supplement themselves with vitamin C, because vitamin C will help you, we will enhance the collagen synthesis. So that's why most of people do supplement themselves with vitamin C for the skin purpose. But if you supplement yourself for vitamin C for the skin purpose, don't forget that you have to supplement yourself with all those essential amino acids, because those essential amino acids are the precursors for skin or for collagen synthesis also. So you need collagen and vitamin C for that. So in terms of nutrition, if you want to eat something to get some benefit, you have to know what kind of food that you have to eat together, okay, to get all those optimal benefits. Okay. And next is the vitamin A. Vitamin A, everyone knows its function as for your eyes, visions, and the growth and bone development. Also the immunities. We find vitamin A in many kinds of food. So, but in some area, the vitamin A is not, the people has not enough access to the vitamin A food. So that's why we fortify some. Okay. Next is vitamin D. We see all the vitamin D's in especially the meat and egg and milk, all those food, dairy products and everything. But now we have a lot of problem in Thailand with vitamin D, because to yourself you can go out, you get the sun, and then you get sunlight, you get UV from the sunlight, you synthesize yourself vitamin D. But now people in Thailand are getting not enough sunlight because we avoid going out because we try to save ourselves. With that, we believe that if we go out to get sunlight or to expose to the sunlight, we will get suntan. And Thai people want to look, especially teenagers want to look light. So that's why we avoid sunlight, and now it become a nutrition problem in Thailand because we already did some survey and seen that teenagers, especially the girls in Thailand, has low level of vitamin D. So that's why vitamin D supplement or vitamin D fortified will be in trend for the next couple years. Okay, if you don't want to have this, you can go out and take some UV. Okay, and one more thing, Thai girls, especially the teenager girls, they use sunblock. You block all the UV, so that's why you cannot synthesize yourself vitamin D. And if you cannot synthesize yourself vitamin D, what's going to happen is that you cannot absorb well the calcium. So it will be a next problem. Okay, I will talk about calcium later. Okay, next is the minerals. In terms of nutrition, we classify minerals into minors and major minerals. Major minerals contain 7 minerals that is we need it in very high amount, like calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chloride, and others. And trace minerals or minor minerals that we need it every day, but we need it in very small amount, like ions, zinc, coppers, and iodines. There's many functions of minerals in our bodies. Minerals has a function in joints and bone health, in the tissue repairs, energy productions, nerve functions, and also hormone regulation. If you miss one of these minerals, you probably have some problem with all these. Okay? The mineral that we have seen fortifies a lot in our food today is calcium, iron, zinc, okay, and iodines. I will talk about that a little bit. Okay, for calcium, everyone knows that calcium you need it for supporting your bone, right? If you don't have or you don't get enough calcium, you probably cannot have good bones or strong bones. And also to prevent osteoporosis. Now in Thailand, osteoporosis symptoms or disease are increasing because we have ingest less calcium, or we have less exposed to sunlight because of some consequence of vitamin D deficiency, maybe. So we need more research to do that. But osteoporosis in Thailand is increasing, and not surprised. We will need a lot of calcium and vitamin D fortification food in the near future. And also calciums are doing something with your blood pressures. If you don't have enough calcium for a day, you probably get high blood pressure also. And also calcium help for nerve signaling. If you don't get enough calcium, your nerve will not signal well, and you will get numbness on your fingers and things. Okay, and it maintains dental health. Dental and teeth are together anyway. Okay, help preventing PMS symptom. PMS is post-menopausal, and it's happened to the person who going to go to the menopause. Okay, so calcium will help a little bit. Okay, so you have, if you're girls, you can prepare yourself to supplement enough calcium before you get to that age. Okay, so we were talking about the soy milk. Usually we recommend people, the ladies who are up to 25 years old to drink soy milk 1 glass a day at least to fortify themselves with calcium and also phytoestrogen. Phytoestrogen is very important because the chemical structure of phytoestrogen is most likely close to the estrogen. So that's why we are trying to tell everyone that if you don't want to have the postmenopausal symptoms, you will have to drink soy milk 1 cup per day. Okay? And if you are 40 years old now, it might not help, it's too late. But better than nothing, right? So just take it now, better than nothing. Okay? And yes, calcium is for strong bone and teeth. So that's why we support everyone to get enough calcium. And now that we are some kind of confusing because a lot of marketing, lots of advertising are talking about calcium and height. Calcium is has nothing to do with the height. It has something to do with strong. Okay? If you want your children to grow higher, they need protein, not calcium. But if you want the bone to be strong, they need calcium. So that's why children need to have both calcium and protein. Okay, so it's calcium and protein. This one is just the picture of the bone with the osteoporosis. You have osteoporosis, your bone will not be strong, and if you fall down or you tip on something, it will be broken very, very easy. And after broken, you need to go to the hospital, and the doctor has some procedure to fix it, but believe me, it will never come back to normal again. Okay, so for calcium deficiency symptoms, it's about like this: osteoporosis, weakness and bone fractures, weak bones, and problem with the blood clottings and the blood pressure also. Okay, we can get calcium from milk, dairy product, and all meat, and also some kind of vegetables. The green vegetable contain calcium also, but it's contained in very small amount, but still better than nothing. If you love to eat vegetables, I recommend you eat the green leafy vegetables because it contains lots of calcium. And you drink milk, you eat egg, you eat meat, that's enough calcium for you for a day. And don't forget that if you want to use all the calcium that you ingest, you need vitamin D. Because if you don't get enough vitamin D, you won't absorb calcium. So you need vitamin D for calcium absorption. There's a lot of study about vitamin D and calcium absorption. It said that if you have vitamin D, vitamin D can increase calcium absorption. Means that if you want to fortify yourself, supplement yourself with calcium, you need also the vitamin D. And for you to get free vitamin D, just go out and get UV a little bit, then you will get free vitamin D. And then you eat calcium food, then you get calcium for you to solve the problem for free. Okay? And next is the vitamin, the iron. Iron is for oxygen transport, okay? Because we need iron for hemoglobin. So your hemoglobin contains lots of iron. If you don't have enough iron, your hemoglobin cannot transfer oxygen and all those to your cell, okay? So oxygen transferring will be problems if you have less irons or you don't have enough irons. And also the immune function and brain functions are very important, okay? So we get iron from food, actually. We get iron from many kinds of food. And ions are for your hemoglobins, for your red blood cells, for your ferritins and all those, the enzymes and everything. We actually get iron from food the food contain heme and non-heme ion. Actually, the heme ions are the food that like meat, milk, and all those like dairy products. But non-heme ions contains in the vegetables products. Okay, nut, raisins, beans, and whole grains are contain all the non-heme ions. the non-heme ions can absorb less, okay, compared to the heme. So we recommend people to focus on the heme ion actually because it's absorb more or absorb better. So, and also if you want to fortify or supplement yourself with ions, you have to know what kind of things you have to consume with or to avoid. Okay, phytate, oxaloacetate. These are the substance that we find in plant. Actually, if you eat a lot of it, phytate and oxaloacetate, it will inhibit ion absorptions and also tannins. If you drink lots of teas and coffees, teas and coffee contain lots of tannin. Tannin can inhibit ion absorptions, so you better be careful about that. And also the ion overload. Antacid, if you take some kind of antacid medications, then that will inhibit the ion absorptions. On the other hand, if you want to increase your ion absorption, you need to ingest it with vitamin C. That's why if you go to donate your blood, they will give you ion supplement with vitamin C because it has to be together for more absorptions. And also amino acid. Those are going to increase your ion absorptions. For iron deficiency, you will get all these symptoms if you don't have enough ions in your bodies. All the low blood pressures, anemia. These are very important for anemia people. Okay, if you have iron deficiency, you will get anemia. You will look pale, and yes, you want to look like pale and white are different. You have to be able to classify the difference between these two, and the chest pain, heart attack, and things like that. These are the symptoms of anemia from iron deficiency. Okay. Okay, next is iodine. If you love to go to the seaside, you eat lots of seafood, then you will get lots of iodines. Iodine is part of the thyroid hormones. Whoever has a problem with thyroid hormones has to go see the doctors. If you eat food from iodine from food, natural food, you will not get any deficiency or toxicity. But if you have disease and you supplement, you fortify yourself with this, you better talk to your doctors before did this. The consequence is very serious, okay? Because thyroid hormone is actually the function in your body is to regulate the metabolic rate, reproductions, growth, blood cell productions, nerve and function and muscle functions are the function of the iodines. Okay. Now we go to iodine deficiencies. If you have less iodine or you ingest not enough amounts of iodine per day, if you were a child, you will get this disease called cretinism. The child will not grow as much as supposed to be, and it will have less IQ, which we call retardation. In Thailand, we call Yes, that's the iodine deficiencies, and in definition, in nutrition term, we call it cretinism. Yeah, the child will have low levels of IQs. And if it happens when you're growing already, you grow up already in the adult, this is called goiters. We have seen a lot of enlargement of the thyroid glands. This one is goiter. We hardly see all of this, both the cretinism and goiter in Thailand already, because our princess, royal princess, did a very good things and program in Thailand. We fortify all the iodine to the salt, fish sauce, and all the what's it called, the instant noodles, things like that, and we serve it to the remote areas, especially in the waters. It's really work in Thailand right now, and I would like, it's in my news that very interesting. Ministry of Public Health just declared that the IQ of the Thai children is increasing. For you to know, Albert Einstein has IQ of 160. And who else? Bill Gates has also IQ of 160. Muhammad Ali has IQ of 78. What is your IQ? In Thailand, we do the survey 5 years ago. The IQ of the children in Thailand is look like this. The red represent IQ less than 100. Okay, 100 is the normal levels. Okay, and yellow is the IQ equal to 100, and the green color is the area that the children has IQ greater than 100. Where are you? Okay. Good thing is that the IQ of the Thai children is getting better. 5 years ago, the IQ of the Thai children is 94. Now the average IQ of the Thai children is 98.2. This year it just happened, so we are doing good things now. Okay, because we fortify all the iron, to the iodine, to the salt and all the food that we have seen in Thailand. Okay, next one, last one is zinc. Zinc is very important because it's help in many metalloenzymes. Help in many enzymes for you. If you don't have metalloenzyme, your metabolism is going to be abnormal. Okay, so it also stabilizes the cell membranes. So if you have wound and you want to recover from the wound quickly, you need zinc supplement. Okay, and necessary also for taste sensation. So some food add or fortify the package, the food with zinc because it's improved the taste sensations. It's also for wound healings and for sperm productions, fetal development. This one is all the function that we need zinc for, okay? And also the very important thing is we need zinc for zinc fingers. If you don't have zinc, your DNA, RNA will not develop well. And if you not develop your DNA, RNA well, and you were pregnant, your baby will come out with some kind of problems, okay? Some retardations and things like that, low IQs and things, okay? So zinc is from neurological functions, immunities, food allergy, diarrhea, okay? And some textbooks said, if you lost hair, first supplement yourself with zinc, it might help. Try it. Okay, so this, if you have some white spot on your nails, check for zinc deficiency first. Okay, this one is the picture of the abnormalities of the zinc deficiencies during pregnancies. During pregnancy, if that women or that ladies have zinc deficiencies, she will give birth to the abnormal babies, deformities of brain, skull, limb, eye, heart, and lungs. So zinc is very important. We got zinc mostly from meat and also meats and dairy products. Okay, if you eat meat and dairy product every day, so do not worry, you will get enough zinc. But if you're going to practice vegetarians for the whole life, you better supplement yourself with zinc, okay? And also iron, vitamin B12, okay? For dietitian's point of views, any nutrients, we need every nutrients, but we need in a very specific amount of nutrients. If you eat too much or you consume too much of nutrients, you will get toxicity. If you eat or you consume less, which is not enough amounts of your requirement, you probably get deficiency. So you have to stay balanced on what you eat for every day, okay? And we recommend people to follow the recommendation, which is DDIs, RDA, AIUL, and all those. in Thailand we have our own IDA, but it was long ago. It's 13 years ago, and now we are going to make a new editors for that. Hopefully it will come out fast. To me, as a dietitian, if you want to stay healthy, you have to eat like this. Okay? If you get one plate, a very small plate, okay? Because I saw everyone, I saw people in the back have that one plate. Half of the plate has to be vegetables, okay? And 1/4 has to be protein. And the protein, you have to focus on the protein that very high in bioavailability, which is the high BV proteins, high quality protein. And the other 1/4 has to be carbohydrate. You can eat rice, you can eat noodles, you can eat anything that will give you carbohydrate, but all those carbohydrate has to be not only yet. So that's why it still have all the micronutrients, the vitamin and minerals, and also fibers. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice presentation and very interesting and valuable information. I will conclude it in Thai. Just short. อาจารย์พูดเกี่ยวกับไมโครนิวทรีนส์นะครับไมโครนิวทรีนส์ไม่ได้ใช้สำหรับการเจริญเติบโตของร่างกายแต่เราต้องการมันเพื่อให้ร่างกายยังทำหน้าที่ได้ต่อไปแล้วอาจารย์ก็บอกว่าถ้าได้รับน้อยไปก็ไม่ดีเราก็จะขาดถ้าได้รับมากไปเราก็จะเป็นพิษนะครับก็จะเป็นพิษต่อร่างกายแล้วก็อาจารย์ก็พูดถึงประโยชน์ของแต่ละวิตามินแต่ละแร่ธาตุแล้วก็หน้าที่ของแต่ละวิตามินแต่ละแร่ธาตุในร่างกายของเราน่าสนใจตรงที่อาจารย์บอกว่าคนไทยโดยเฉพาะหญิงสาวเด็กผู้หญิงใช่ไหมครับเริ่มขาดวิตามินดีกับแคลเซียมมากขึ้นเพราะว่าเราไม่ค่อยอยากออกแดดจริงๆไม่ใช่เฉพาะเด็กผู้หญิงนะครับผมว่าเดี๋ยวนี้เด็กผู้ชายก็แบบว่าไม่ค่อยอยากออกแดดนะครับทุกคนอยากบลิงทั้งหมดเลยนะครับก็เลยอาจารย์บอกว่าคนไทยจะเริ่มขาด2ตัวนี้เยอะขึ้นนะครับเราก็จะมีผลต่อกระดูกของเราในอนาคตด้วยนะครับจะทำให้กระดูกของเราอ่อนแอทีนี้สุดท้ายเลยมีอันหนึ่งประเด็นที่น่าสนใจก็คือนมถั่วเหลืองใช่ไหมครับอาจารย์อยากให้ดื่มนมถั่วเหลืองเยอะๆโดยเฉพาะผู้หญิงผมก็สังเกตอยู่นะครับเพื่อนร่วมงานจะมีช่วงจังหวะหนึ่งของเดือนทุกครั้งจะหงุดหงิดนะครับจะหงุดหงิดเพราะฉะนั้นผมจะต้องไม่ใช่นะครับเพราะฉะนั้นผมจะต้องซื้อนมถั่วเหลืองติดไว้ในห้องเลยนะครับพอเห็นหงุดหงิดนี่ผมต้องเริ่มให้ทานนะครับแล้วก็สุดท้ายอาจารย์แนะนำเรื่องการทานอาหารนะครับครึ่งหนึ่งของจานควรจะเป็นผักนะครับ1 ใน 4เป็นโปรตีนคุณภาพสูงแล้วก็อีก1 ใน 4เป็นแป้งนะครับany question from the floor quite clear okay
I'm just curious that would you suggest us that when we expose to the sun, right, get the UV, right? Yeah. So how long? Yeah, like a 5 or 10 minutes, 1 hour. Could you please suggest us? Thank you.
Okay. For suggestion. In the mornings, like from the morning till 8 or 10 o'clock, 8 or 9, 10 is the maximum. Then you have to go out a little bit to at least get a walk so that you can get the UV from sunlight. And afterward, maybe from 4 or 5, and if you get for half an hour, that should be enough for days. For UV 4 days. So everyone have to leave work earlier. In July, I leave my office at 7, so it's already gone. So now I will leave my office at 5. I will ask the dean, can I leave at 5? I need UV. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Any more questions? So, I would like to say that this morning Okay, I would like to say that this is the end of session in the morning right now, and there were very interesting topic, and I hope that you enjoy our presentation from our speakers and get some new inspiration for your life. Right now, we will make a group photo for speakers and for the audience. I hope you enjoy your day ahead with exhibition all around and a lot of information you will get for your new idea. So thank you very much for kind attention.
ค่ะสำหรับหัวข้อต่อไปนะคะจะเป็นเรื่องการวิเคราะห์ฟอร์มาลีนนะคะเราจะเริ่มตอนอีก10 นาทีหิวข้าวหรือเปล่าคะอาจารย์ค่ะก็เดี๋ยวเราจะเริ่มกันตอน 12:45 นาทีนะคะสำหรับหัวข้อต่อไปหลังจากการวิเคราะห์ฟอร์มาลีนในอาหารแล้วนะคะก็จะเป็นการวิเคราะห์ pH ในผลิตภัณฑ์ข้นดื่ม